Good morning, Moji and Jason. We got Lonnie in here as well. What's going on, guys? We got Moji, Jason, Lonnie, Jason, all three of you. Very glad to have you in here. If it's only the three of us, it's only the three of us, man. We got a decent market happening so far today, actually. We got AMC, the top left-hand side of the screen. It is sitting down 2.5% of the day today as Adam Aaron ruins everything. $2.80 right there, 2.5% loss. And Adam Aaron's objective or goal or idea on how to bring back AMC's stock price, right? How to make some more money for AMC. Charge you guys more for tickets. Premium screens is the way to do it. At this point in the game, guys, I don't know. When you go to watch a movie at the movie theater and it costs you like $30 a ticket, and then you got to buy popcorn and drinks and all of that on top of it, people are going to just go buy a TV. You know what I mean? They're going to go buy a 98-inch TV. They're going to sit at their house, and they're going to enjoy the movies. You want to talk about experience? It shouldn't cost you, $100 to go to the movies and watch a film that, at this point in time, they're not even good. Take a look at Snow White, for example. One of the lowest rated movies in history. GameStop sitting at $22.95. It is up 2.80% on the day today. Shiba Inu Coin doing very well. It bounced to 1,300 points per coin. Back down a little bit to 13 flat. It was at 13.15 a couple minutes ago. Bitcoin doing very well as well. Bitcoin back up to $85,171 per coin right now. Trying its best to break this little level of intraday resistance at 85.5. Hopefully it does it, man, because I want to see some deep green lines. We've got the NASDAQ up 1% today. Very nice bounce back on the NASDAQ, and actually the 50-period exponential moving average is coming up above, or moving average, simple moving average here, is coming back up above the 200-day period exponential moving average on the 5-minute chart. It is still above, curling back down pretty heavy on the daily chart there. Solana sitting at $128, not too bad. Maybe starting to curl back over after hitting $130 about a half hour ago or so. We're going to have to keep our eyes on that. Dogecoin, 17.3 cents. Shiba Inu Coin, 1,300 points per coin. Ethereum, back up above $1,900. Very nice. Bitcoin sitting at 85,118. The SPY 561, QQQ 472. Molinado deep in the red once again. Don't touch Molinado. Sundial sitting at $1.45. Netflix $925. Tesla green, baby, green. Tesla sitting at $276, up 6.5% on the day today. Amazon back in the green, Apple back in the green, and Soxel just slightly in the red at the moment. We're going to watch Bitcoin play out, and man, I want to see $100,000 Bitcoin today. I do. I want to see $100,000 Bitcoin, and I want to see $200 Solana. Today. Can I get it? Anybody think that I can get it? Moji! Thank you very much for the... Moji, man, thank you. Oh, D's is in the chat. That's why we got that D. We got that Moji peach right there. Moji, man, thank you very much for the peach, and hopefully D's enjoys that peach as well. Moji, man, appreciate you. Gonna be in the background today. Lots of meetings to be in. Dang, man, this dude stays busy, doesn't he? This dude travels, he stays busy, it is crazy. We got Pudgy in the chat as well. Yes, we do. That makes 4 of you guys. Alien Head's here as well. I like it. Pudgy, Moji, D's, Alien Head, Pudgy. Oh, yes. Moji, D's Peach. That's what it is. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Hello, everybody. Hopped in at Snow White, got ripped. Not even in a rest in peace kind of a way. Yeah, dude, Snow White did get ripped in it. I believe it's at like 1.5 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't know what IMDb's worst rated film is, but dude, 1.5 has to be one of the worst. Crazy, man. Ooh, it is Chris's birthday. Everybody, all together now. Happy birthday to you. Happy Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Chris, man, I remember when you were just like some little 25-year-old punk kid hanging out in the chat. How old are you now, Chris? 26? He's probably like, yeah, I'm 26 now, man. 26 was 20. I was a 25-year-old punk kid in the chat yesterday. Chris, how old are you? We need to know, man. And don't give us no April Fools. I'm 45. Nah, dude, we don't need no April Fools joke. We want to know how old you are on this beautiful happy birthday of an April Fool's Day to you, man. Chris probably ain't even in here anymore. I'm probably saying happy birthday to the dude, and he's not even in here anymore. Jeez. What an April Fool's Day joke that would be on me, huh? Hey, is BlackRock XRP ETF happening? If it does, what do you think the results are going to be? Well, I don't know. I mean, I imagine that, yes, it does get approved. So I imagine XRP is going to get an ETF. I imagine, and I don't know what the threshold is going to be, but I imagine crypto gets ETFs. As long as, it passes the SEC's guidelines and there's nothing sketchy about it being a security and so on. I imagine we see cryptocurrency ETFs for all the major cryptos. I don't know if it's going to be like a threshold. It's got to be over $10 billion. It's got to be over $100 billion. I don't know what the cutoff is going to be. So, yes, I do think we get ETFs. What are the results going to be? Okay. Increase institutional inflows and increase retail inflows. There are some guys out there that will buy cryptocurrency only if it's traded on the stock market, right? They trust the stock market. They don't trust the crypto market. They don't understand how to go open an account with Coinbase. They don't understand how to go create a Phantom wallet or a Best wallet or a Trust wallet. They don't want to learn that. But they understand, oh crap, dude, crypto's doing so well. Everybody says to get some exposure to crypto, I should go buy some, Bitcoin ETF. So it will increase the amount of money that flows into these cryptocurrencies. I think the results will be very similar to what we saw with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum might be a little bit of a different story, but Bitcoin definitely higher than when the ETFs were introduced. A lot of money, a lot of institutional, we're talking billions of dollars in institutional wealth flowed into Bitcoin. Did it happen overnight? No, it did not happen overnight. But what I do think that this results in, and the similar is going to be for XRP, is a higher low, a higher bottom. We're going to have money enter the market that is not going to leave the market. So now all of a sudden, if Bitcoin could have fallen back down to $40,000 a coin, maybe the new low that it could possibly hit now is $50,000, $60,000 per coin, maybe $70,000 per coin. Kind of the same deal for XRP. When XRP was worried about being a security and the SEC was coming after them and there's no ETF, 30, 40, 50 cents, that's the low. If all of a sudden, no worries of the SEC, when you get institutional ETFs coming out, now all of a sudden the low might be $1.50, $1.75, $2 per coin. So I do think that it brings in a lot more money and it increases the, max low. And then also that new money is going to drive the price higher. But not everybody is going to buy all at once. So it's not like you get these ETFs and then all of a sudden the price is going to go to $10, $20 a coin. People still got to test the waters, man. And I'm telling you right now, you could come out with an ETF. You could probably have the world say we are forfeiting fiat currency and we are going for XRP, and that is going to be that. No more dollar. Now we're moving over to the XRP standard. With the amount of fear in the market right now, I really don't know how high that would drive the price. People are still sitting on a level of extreme fear, and I believe that extreme fear has to turn back into confidence before we really see some gains. So that's what I got. We want gains. Yes, we do. Thanks, Genji, Giovanni, Clay, and everyone. Today is the big 30. Oh, yes, man. Chris, very, very nice. We are definitely going to sing 30 years old today, man. We're going to sing a couple times to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear 30-year-old Chris. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris. Celebrate it all day long today, man. I don't know if you're working. I don't know if you get to take the day off, if you're resting, what you're doing. But 30 years old, man. That is awesome. And we are very glad to have you in here. And appreciate you being one of the bros, man. I really do. I think that's absolutely awesome. Not chilling with them no more. Good. Didn't see your comment. I got mixed up with some old friends. Ended up falling into old ways. Not hanging out with them anymore. You got new friends, D's. You got new friends that like to look at Claybro's Peach. How about that, man? That sounds like better friends to me. Friends like that, who needs enemies? Exactly, Moji. We just need, a couple of dudes hanging out, looking at each other's peaches. That's all. That's all we're doing. Just a couple of dudes hanging out on, just regular Tuesday. Admiring each other's peaches. That's all we're doing. Oh, God. D's, I dare you. Okay? I dare you the next time. Next time your friends say, let's hang out. Just be like, nah, dude. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to think about Claybro's Peach for a while. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang out with my other friends and we're going to look at each other's peaches. See what they say. You won't even have to, you just say that one or two times. They won't want to hang out with you anymore, man. They won't. And then you're going to be good. You're going to be safe. No worries there. Oh, I would have seriously loaded up if Bitcoin would have gone that far down. Yeah. Well, I just hope that it goes up now. I do. I bought a little bit more Solana and some other meme coins on Solana this morning. And also some Radium and Jupiter. So I bought a little more. I think I'm going to try and buy, man. Every day of extreme fear that we have, I think that I am going to buy more crypto. Today is a level of 24 extreme fear, so I bought. If tomorrow's another level of extreme fear, I will buy. If the next day is a level of extreme fear, I will buy. So I think that's the strategy that I'm going to enjoy deploying for the time being. So, yeah, I bought today. Happy birthday from the King Turkey, Chris, man. Compliments of Moji right there. Moji, absolutely appreciate it. And I know Chris likes that one. You're not going to get that happy birthday anywhere other than right here. So, yeah, man, you can tell your friends these. We like to look at each other's peaches, and we like to act like turkeys, man. Easy as that. I'm on house arrest, too. I'm married. But, Moji coming in hot, man. Let's see. No, they're enemies. I said my piece to them both. There you go. I have taken 200 XRP and turned it into 268 XRP, just trading the volatility. It's good to keep the skills up. Oh, that's absolutely good to keep the skills up, man. Yeah, 25% gain like that. Going out there and a little over a 25% gain, right? Just going out there and trading the volatility. 200 XRP turns into 268 XRP. You're looking good, man. You're looking good. Now, hopefully, I see Bitcoin curling back over a little bit to 84,900 here. It's just a $200 decline. So, hopefully it doesn't curl back too far here. But, I do want to see gains very bad. I want to see gains very badly. I got real peaches now. Good, man. Good. Working today. Not much to do on a Tuesday. It's nice out. Tad chilly. But have a good day. So, oh, dude, yeah, it's... What do you mean tad chilly? It's 35 degrees out today. Downright cold, Chris. It's downright cold, man. 35 degrees is freeze. If 35 degrees is not technically freezing, but 35 degrees is very cold. Thanks, Moji. We got ourselves a... He didn't even pay for that broccoli, but it's his birthday today. Moji, thank you very much for the happy birthday. Chris, thank you very much for the broccoli milk. I'm just grabbing it for the 5% gains on one day and then selling, buying back in the next day. Volatility is good. Dude, volatility is a trader's best friend, man. Volatility is a trader's best friend. The more volatile a stock, the more volatile a crypto, the more traders it's going to attract. The higher the volume, the higher the volatility, the more money they stand to make. You know, traders, they go out there and they buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell. Now, you can scalp tiny little, tenth of a percent gains, and you can add those up, sure. But I don't think a coin that moves or a stock that moves maximum 0.5% a day to the upside and then back down to the downside, and then the next day back up 0.5%, the next day back down 0.5%. That's not the volatility that a lot of traders are looking for. So, yeah, man, when you see an XRP move 8% in a day, going from, 230 down to 215 and then back up, it does attract a lot of traders, and you can take advantage of that volatility if you're simply willing to trade. Hey, I've been here with you for a few years and always looked at your channel as an investment channel. Why not talk more about real-world assets instead of meme coins, which is more lottery? Dude, it's a very good question, right? And it's a very hard transition to kind of make as well. So right now, you're right. A lot of people are very interested in more of the utility tokens, more of the utility side of things. But it's kind of like a twofold sort of reasoning why, in my opinion. Number one, the fear right now has essentially driven everybody away. Retail's having a very hard time buying anything because they are so afraid. Meme coins, because of the fear, have been driven down the most over the last couple of months. And the people that do remain are kind of getting sick of it and moving from meme coins over to utility tokens. But I truly do believe, right, when the greed returns, when the confidence is up, those same people that are in utility tokens seeing their 20-30% gains are going to be closing some of those altcoins out and moving into meme coins, because the meme coins are going to be up 200-300% instead of 20 and 30%. So I believe that meme coins will make a very strong comeback. The greed has to return. The greed has to make a comeback before the prices of meme coins can make their comeback. So I am anticipating a very nice rally in meme coins. I don't think that they're completely over with. I don't think that, this is the end story for them. Some of them, sure. Some of them may be done. But meme coins in general are not done. On top of that, why don't I make the videos? I can, man. And I do every so often try to sprinkle in some cryptocurrency news. Just general news. Either Sam Bankman-Fried videos, or I've done several XRP videos and stuff like that. And the people that have subscribed to my channel are much more likely to watch a Shiba Inu Coin video. Yeah, the vast majority of my subscribers have come from AMC, Terra Luna Classic, and Shiba Inu Coin. Now, I have no idea. If I did some AMC videos, I have no idea how many people would watch them, because it's been years since I've done an AMC video, so those people are probably not terribly interested in watching that. I don't know how well a Terra Luna Classic video would do. Price action on Terra Luna Classic, as far as I can see, has been relatively stagnant. I don't know if those guys are still gunning for paychecks or what those guys are doing. But you also have to balance what the majority of your audience is wanting to and willing to watch. And dude, they love Shiba Inu Coin, man. They love Shiba Inu Coin. So it might be a little bit of a different story, right? Right now, with all of the fear, I got 38 subscribers over the last 28 days on my channel. 38 subscribers. That's how many new people subscribed to my channel with, gosh, dude, probably the 150 videos that I posted over the last 30 days. 38 new subscribers. So you're not seeing the growth right now that you'd be able to go out there and bring in new audience members to essentially watch new subjects in terms of crypto or investments. They're just not there. They're not interested as prices are down. People are only interested as stuff is ripping up. So if I did XRP or Stellar Lumen videos, I don't know, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 4 months ago maybe, 5, my gosh, 5 months is November now? 4 or 5 months ago, as XRP was moving from 50 cents to $1, from $1 to $1.50, from $1.50 to $2. If I could have made a decent transition there, I would have many more people probably click that subscribe button that would have been interested in utility tokens and would have been interested in XRP. But even now, man, XRP views are down, XRP interest is down. It's still very, very difficult to see the growth as people are afraid. JB, thank you very much for 45 months of bro, man. My gosh, dude. I did not, Alien Head, tell me the block tag news, please. I did not see it. Going all in on AMC. Sprinkle a little Mullen Auto in there as well, JB. Sprinkle a little Mullen Auto in there as well. All in on AMC. Can't even say that you're at support, man. You might fall down to this 238 level. All-time lows on AMC. Look at this, man. This dude, Adam Aaron, takes AMC from $393, $400 a share. This is what retail did. Retail took this stupid stock, man, from $10 a share to $400 and back down. Adam Aaron took this back down to $2.79 a share. Just milked every retail dry. And now he's going on the offensive. He's trying to make screens even more expensive at AMC, so you have to pay higher ticket pricing so that they can try and make more money, because he has obviously wasted everything that he has. It's crazy. I really don't like the guy. Really don't like the guy. I think he messed up big time. What happened to Pika and Denell? Well, we haven't seen Pika in a couple weeks. Pika came back for like 2-3 days in a row, and it was very, very nice. But we haven't seen Pika in a while. And I believe Denell may have been in here one of the days that Pika was in here. But D's, man, I think a lot of people just, they're not as interested in crypto, and they're not as interested in stocks, and they're not as interested in me as they once were. So hoping things return, but I think you're going to need to see some excitement, some green action, some green lines on the screen in order to see people return. Black Tag News, 500% bonus. Man! Guys, if you want to buy Block Tag, make sure you use the link in the description of my Block Tag videos. I don't know what I think it's like a 5% referral. So, yeah, if you want to buy Block Tag, make sure to use the link in the description of my video. And I do appreciate you very much if you do that. But, yeah, man, Block Tag with a 500% bonus. That's not bad, dude, because the prices right now, I believe, are about 2.5 cents. 5% or 5x bonus, 6x, right? 500% bonus. So, you're going to be getting those coins very cheap, and then the launch price is 5 cents. So, dude, you're looking at 5-6x gaining, maybe 7x gaining, or even better with a 500% bonus tokens, plus the doubling of price by the time it launches. JB, coming to you from year 2025. Yeah, JB, coming to you from year 2025. Don't do it. That's a very bad idea. Yes, that might be a very bad idea, Chris. Future Chris, the year 2025, he's coming to you from today. He's telling you it's a very bad idea. Let's see. Don't forget to add some. Oh my gosh, Highcroft mining. Yeah, sprinkle some Highcroft mining on there, which is. Where's that? Wow, back up $3 from $2 there. Jeez, man. Dude, look at this. This dude scammed everybody into buying Highcroft Mining. $25. Now it's down 90% to $3. Look at what this dude does to these companies, man. Oh my gosh. And I really don't know how I don't know how he has the nerve to like go post on Twitter or post on X and act like he's some sort of a silverback that he's got to play. He's going to increase theater pricing so that you can pay more to go to the movies, and that's going to help everybody out. Oh, honorarium as well. Oh, honorarium is a deep rug. Honorarium's got like 5 cents left in the liquidity pool. Should I sell my honorarium or should I hold on to it? Can I sell my honorarium? Gosh, dude. I don't even know if I'd be able to trade it for a penny. I'd pay more in gas. If there's 5 cents in the liquidity pool. No, I don't know what the market cap is. Maybe, I don't know how that works. Maybe I would be able... I don't know actually if you can withdraw 100% of the liquidity. Or if that's like maxed out. With the 5 cents or whatever was left in there. You have to pay to sell your honor. Yeah, you would. I would have to pay to sell the honorarium at this point. And not pay much. Gas fees are cheap, but you are right, J-Bones. You are right. I would have to pay to sell my honorarium just to get it out of my wallet and say, get this crap out of here. Might not be a bad idea. I believe BNB gas fees 25-30 cents or something like that. So might not be a bad idea to trade my 25-30 cents for 1 cent worth of BNB. But I don't know what the market cap is compared to the liquidity that's left based on the amount that I had. So, how that works is, let's say that I have, 1% of the supply and the market cap is $1,000. I could withdraw $10, right? Because that's 1% of the overall market cap. But there's only 5 cents left in the liquidity pool. So the max that I could withdraw is essentially 2.5 cents. If it shows 5 cents in the liquidity pool, that's 2.5 cents worth of honorarium, and that's 2.5 cents worth of BNB that's in the liquidity pool there. So the max that I could withdraw is the 2.5 cents worth of BNB. So even if I had $10 in total market cap, I'd be able to withdraw 2.5 cents worth of BNB, and I would pay the gas fees to do it. So I'd pay like 30 cents in gas fees, 50 cents in gas fees to withdraw the 2.5 cents worth of BNB. But I really don't know if you can withdraw 100% of the BNB. I guess you could, but I don't know if I've ever seen a liquidity pool completely zeroed out. Clay, honorarium's dead. No, I know it's dead, man. Anything with 5 cents in the liquidity pool's pretty dead, dude. Do you think? Okay, so sorry, I'm going back up. Do you think 2,500 XRP is a good start for just starting in crypto? Yes. So I'm free, man. Here's what I think is a good start in crypto. It is completely personal. Okay, crypto is very volatile. So if you are just starting in crypto, no matter what that means for you, right? Some people, a good start is going to be, and this is a stretch, okay? Do I think that you should be buying like $10 worth of cryptocurrency, and that's like all you plan on putting in? No. I mean, I think at that point you're probably just better off learning, and that might sound bad, right? And that is tough. So But $10, like if you live in the United States and you have a job, you should probably be able to put more than $10 in. $10 is extremely low if that's all you ever plan on investing. That's not necessarily a good start. That, in my opinion, you need to go out there and you need to buy a very low market cap play. And you need to either, go big or go home with it. It needs to be risky. And if you're going to turn it into something, you're going to turn it into something big, or it's going to turn into an honorarium and you're going to have 5 cents left. So I do want to say that it is completely dependent, but if all you can afford to invest is $10, you're either going to have to go extremely risky, or you might just be better off learning at this point and setting some money aside. But 2,500 XRP, man, that's $5,000, right? That's a lot of money. And do I think it's good? It's only good if you can sleep at night and, you're okay with that. If $2,500 is all of the money that you have, or 5,000 because you invested in 2,500 XRP, if that's all the money you have, and you're gonna wake up every morning and immediately check your portfolio, and you're gonna punch the pillow because you're down 10%, and you're gonna think about quitting your job because you're up 10% the next day. Cryptocurrency is very volatile, and because of that, a good investment, in my opinion, is something that is going to allow you to get used to that volatility, and you're still going to be able to live a healthy life, because there's a lot of volatility in crypto, man, and you can get very upset very quickly. Let's see. Also got 3,500 XL. Hey, I'm free, man. Very good. I forget isn't Stellar Lumens at like 50 cents right now? Not a bad amount of either one of those guys. I definitely think that both of those numbers can absolutely turn into something. Am I on board with thinking that it's going to go to $10,000 a coin? No, I'm not on board with that. A lot of you guys know Giovanni asks about it all the time, right? Bought PAL at 9 cents. Where's PAL at? I'll look up PAAL real quick. I'm not on board with XRP going to $10,000 a coin. Can it go up dramatically in value? Absolutely. Okay. So I don't expect to turn your 2,500 XRP into $2.5 million. That's too far-fetched for me. I mean, unless you plan on holding it and something happened, like over the next 30 years or something, sure. Dude, anything is possible in the next 30 years. We literally might have people living on Mars in 30 years from now. I have no idea what that long of a time period brings. But don't expect to go out there and make $2.5 million on 2,500 XRP by the end of the year. A lot of people will tell you that that's what you're going to get, and I don't like that. All right, man. Up 33%. PAL AI is already sitting at 12 cents. And Giovanni got in at, I think he said 9 cents there. PAL sitting here at 12.12 cents. Very nice gain on the day today. What is that, an 18% gain? It's cut off on my screen. 13% gain. 13% gain right there in PAL AI. Very nice. And that's one of the beauties of diversifying. I don't have any PAL AI, right? But if I did, I'd be up 12% on PAL AI today, which would be a very, very nice move to the upside. And any gain is a good gain. Send a dead wallet. Do it. I could send it to a dead wallet. Just burn it all. May as well for tax harvesting purposes. Wouldn't I have had to do that last year, though? For tax harvesting purposes. Bitcoin is going up, and I hope that it continues to move much higher. 2.5 cents, you're rich. Moji, I feel it, man. I feel it. Also, about $400 for the Shiba Inu Coin. Very nice. I'm free. Mars, we need Pluto. How long would it take to get to Pluto? Because I feel like it takes a while to get to Mars. I feel like we wouldn't have people willing to fly to Pluto, considering it would probably take way too long for them to ever get there. XRP cannot be calculated the same way as a traditional token. It has use, it has utility, it has massive interest, and even if it captures 3% of the Swift networks, puts XRP above $10. Well, it still can be calculated in terms of market cap, though, man. $10, right? Like, I'm completely okay with $10 valuations on XRP. $10,000 valuations on XRP, absolutely not. So, but dude, you know, you can still value something with its overall market cap. You absolutely can. But see, the thing, Lonnie, that I have the biggest holdup with on XRP is that, to me, XRP does not matter if it's trading at $2.20 a token like it is right now, or if it's trading at $220,000 a token. The utility remains the exact same no matter what the price of XRP is. So, I mean, yes, utility is going to cause deflation in the token, but true like utility should not cause an increase in demand, because every time it's used, it's being bought, followed up by an immediate sale. So I mean, utility is great for deflationary purposes, but I don't know if I could tell it to go to $200,000 a coin based on its utility. Just send me a chat request on TikTok. No. DC fan for life. I have not. Dude, I don't remember the last time I messaged anybody on TikTok. Probably been a very, very long time. But I do know there's a stupid amount of fake Clay Bros on TikTok. So that almost guarantee it was a fake one, man. It wasn't me. I didn't send anybody a message there. ETFs alone with XRP would drive the price to $5 to $10. Remember, every XRP ETF has to be backed with the equivalent amounts. Yeah, so ETFs, in my opinion, are much different, because ETFs are people wanting to hold XRP. Utility does not require you to hold XRP. It requires you to buy XRP, and then when you send it, you sell it. So there's a difference. In my opinion, ETFs will be much, much better for the overall price of XRP. Yes, he wants you to contact Mrs. Mariah and her investing to bazillions. Anonymous. Has anybody ever conversed with those people that want you to, follow Miss Mariah? She's going to get you $17,000 a day in profit. What do those people end up doing? Like, how do they get money from you? What is the benefit from that? Because honestly, wouldn't they benefit more? Unless people actually send them money or something. But wouldn't they benefit more if they just went out and said, hey, I'm Clay, how are you doing today? And started up a conversation, got their followers, made their account. Even if they were just pretending to be me to get followers or whatever. And they're messaging 100 people a day, and they're ending up with 5-10 followers a day. And now all of a sudden they've got a monetized account. They're ready to go. People are ready and willing to watch them, and then they could post their own content if they want. They don't even have to post mine. I mean, wouldn't that be more beneficial for them? Just building up the account to create their own content? Bro, did you look into the video game called Space Quest? No, so Caesar, I did not look into that. But I did see that picture floating around on X yesterday, the day before, whenever it was. Did you look into it? Is it true? Because that did look very, very similar to a Bitcoin logo. It's a B with two lines essentially going through it. It is on a little coin. And, it could be a coincidence. It's not, a B logo is not that extraordinary. So, is it a coincidence? Like, if you looked into it, is it a coincidence? Did Satoshi himself like that video game? Was he inspired, consciously or subconsciously, by that video game? So, there is a lot going on with that. But, yes, I did see those posts. I did not look into whether or not that was legit, man. So, if you did look into it, I want to know, because I thought that was kind of cool. That logo was in that game. No, it'll probably hit $100 by the end of the year for XRP. Dude, if it hits 100, that's phenomenal. I got what I would consider an okay amount of XRP. I'm not going to get filthy rich on XRP, but I'm not going to miss out if it does go up. So if XRP goes up to $100, I will be very happy. I will not be filthy rich if XRP goes up to $100. But my dad's got a lot of XRP, so family's going to be doing okay. That's one way to diversify too, man. You know, if somebody in your family buys a lot of the coin, you don't necessarily have to, because then, of course, you could say, well, Dad, man, you know, you bought the XRP. I was in the Solana, dude. I was holding Solana, and I was expecting Solana to go to $20,000. You know, what is that? 100x from where we're at. You 100x'd on your XRP. You take care of me now, and then when Solana goes up 100x, I'll take care of you. Return the favor. It's one way to diversify your portfolio. If you know somebody in your family's got some, it might as well be yours too, right? What's your dad's is yours, and what's yours is yours. Isn't that how that stuff works? Miss Mariah, what happened to what's her bucket? Oh, Angie, Miss Angie. Miss Angie must have mismanaged her trades. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's her. Litecoin is life. I own 0 Litecoin. Custom service is an Indian call center. Thank you, call again. Do it. That's what that customer service is. Just run your seed phrase, and we'll take care of the rest. Trust me, bro. Trust me. That's all you got to do. Dude, you know, I could, and I'm not going to try. I probably should try it. I probably should try it in one of my videos. You get a wallet with a couple bucks in it and say my seed phrase in one of my videos that I post. And time it when it goes live, watching it, or when I get the notification or whatever, and see how quickly one of my own subscribers, one of my own viewers, would drain my wallet. That would be an interesting video. You know, even if it was just $5 or $10 that I put in there, that would be interesting to see how quickly, to show you can't trust anybody in the crypto space. Even the people who you think support you. You can't trust them, man, because they'll go out there and they'll immediately drain your wallet. How long do you think that would take? Because I don't think the first guy, I don't think it would just be like everybody. Unless I said, you know, this is a giveaway or whatever. Please, whoever gets this seed phrase first, the wallet is yours. If I said that, I think it would probably be drained if I said it on minute 3, the wallet would probably be drained by minute 5 after the video is released. But if I was just like nonchalantly saying, oh man, or, you know, inadvertently showed it on the video somehow, or had it up on a notepad and acted like I didn't know that was a scene in the video, how quick do you think that my own viewers would drain my wallet? I don't think it would be the first guy, but I definitely think that it would be gone within an hour. I don't think it would be the first guy that would do it, but I think it would be gone within the hour. Let's see. What's up? How does the Function X chart look? The Function X? Massif. I don't know what the Function X chart is, man. Gotta get back to work. Geo, enjoy your day, man. DB would take it off. If he's watching, man, he might. If he's watching, he might. 5 minutes, probably. I don't know if it would be 5. You really think it would be 5 minutes? I mean, maybe if I had more viewers than I do right now. You know, if the SHIB videos were getting thousands of views, yeah, it probably would be 5 minutes, but I don't know if it would be 5 minutes. You think it would be 5 minutes? Institutions are suppressing the prices at this point. I think it has ejected a lot of retail out. I agree with that. But eventually it'll go back up, and being able to investing in it, yeah, 100%, Lonnie. I think that I do think that institutions are lowering the price, but I also think so that's kind of twofold, right? I think that institutions, right, are very greedy and they are very shady. So they're taking advantage of the fear, and I believe that they sell off of a little bit to kind of perpetuate the fear a little bit, make the prices go lower so that retail sells off, and then they go buy go buy it up. So I do think that there's a little bit of that going on, with the purpose of accumulating more and owning more. But I also think a lot of the suppression right now is just media driven. I do, man. I think that the market started to see, after the election results, the market started to see such prosperity, right? And then the tone shifted. The tone shifted from this prosperity, from regulations, from the market doing well, things going up, to, well, now we're on the brink of an economic war. The world's going to end because these tariffs are bad and all of that. So I do think the narrative has shifted a little bit, driving prices lower, and that's pretty manipulative as well. Let's see. Anonymous. You talking about dark, bro? What are you talking about? I got morals. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm free, man. I don't think I know some of you guys wouldn't do it. Like if I acted like it was an accident and I had Notepad up on my computer with 12 words and I never even mentioned it, but it's obvious, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I labeled it out and was just sitting there on my screen like I didn't know it was on my screen. Somebody would take it. I know somebody would take it. And I think that would be an interesting video, right? I really do. They drained my $5 or whatever. Actually, nah, because if they get my seed phrase, they'd have access to that wallet. I was going to say, like, if I just put USDT in it, and they needed Ethereum to drain it, is there any way that I could scam them? Like, they send $10 worth of Ethereum to the wallet to cash that money out, but then they can't. Not if they got the seed phrase, there's nothing I can do at that point. Because even if I somehow locked outflows, if they had the seed phrase, they should be able to unlock it. That would be funny. That would be funny. That would be very nice. Go out there, somehow lock the outflows on it, so that they deposit $3, $4, $5, $10 worth of Ethereum to withdraw my $100 or whatever I put in there, and I honeypotted all the scammers. But I don't think you can do that, right? Yeah, I don't think you can do that. Reciprocal tariffs begin tomorrow. It's going to be interesting, Genji. It's going to be very interesting. Now, I wonder, okay, these reciprocal tariffs begin tomorrow. I've seen some stuff saying that the U.S. is going to be able to bring in an additional $600 billion a year on these reciprocal tariffs. Do you think that we just keep these tariffs? Or do you think that, Japan is an example that I know because I just heard this number yesterday, but Japan charges a 700% tariff on American rice. I didn't even know that we exported rice, but apparently there's a 700% tariff if Japan is importing American rice. So there's no way American rice would ever be able to compete with Japanese rice in Japan. So clearly we can't export rice to Japan. So they've all got these reciprocal tariffs coming in. Do you think they low. And I don't know why we would want to export rice to Japan in the first place, but do you think that these other countries kind of become a little bit more lenient on the U.S. as well, and we kind of call it truce, or everybody's just getting tariffs on everything now? I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna play out. Let's see. Traditionally, tariffs cause the bottom part of the actual event. Now we should see movement, maybe a little down action, but yeah. This is my expectation. Okay, I don't actually know how the tariffs are gonna play out. I don't actually know if it's gonna be a good thing, if it's gonna be a bad thing, in all of this. But I believe what is priced into the market right now, stocks and crypto, surrounding these tariffs, is economic war, right? I think the market is priced in devastation because of the tariffs. Now, whether or not the tariffs do a very good job of raising money, whether or not the tariffs, work, whether or not the tariffs are taken back, I don't know what's going to play out in terms of that. But I believe if the market, if the free world does not end because of these tariffs tomorrow or a short period of time afterwards, people are going to say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been afraid. Nothing changed. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have thought the world was going to die. No, nothing changed. And then they're going to buy back in. I think the fear is way out of hand because of the tariffs. So I think, dude, it could still be bad news, but there's no way it's going to be as bad as people are expecting. I'm going to buy more XRP if it drops below $2 because I'm tired because of the fear tomorrow. Yeah, I'm free, man. And that's what a lot of people should be doing, buying in the face of all of this fear. Guys, it is 1 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We'll do some shout outs. We will be back with videos all day long today. Dead serious. Video views have never been lower in the entire time that I have had a YouTube channel. So please watch the videos, even if you just put them on loop or whatever and listen to them, even if you haven't been watching lately. It will help more than you know, even if it's just mentally for me to say, oh, yeah, people are actually caring again. I do appreciate it. I know there's 18 of you guys in here, so it's not going to make a huge difference, but it will make a difference in terms of, me feeling like people want to watch. So thank you in advance for that. And also, I'm taking your 738. Dang it, J-Bones, you can have it, man. Shout out to you, J-Bones. Moji, Lonnie, have a great one. Jason, see you later. J-Bones, Anonymous, Lonnie, see you later. Gen G, have a great one. I'm free. Pudgy, enjoy your day. Moji, Anonymous, we got Pudgy, Lonnie, Jason, Gen G, Lonnie, I'm free. Lonnie, Pudgy, Gen G, I'm free. All of you guys, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me. Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.